I am so excited to be here at this Success Summit, and I am so excited about Hubert Edwards' willingness to keep pushing. So my story is very simple. So think I can succeed. I believe success is a state of mind. So many of us don't understand the power of our thoughts. And I want to share with you right quickly how I had to reprogram my thinking in order to believe that I can actually excel. You know, growing up in Baytown and going to government school, people give you a limited outcome. They say to you that you are not really supposed to throw your ball too far. I worked in the public service at that time, and I had this itching to want to lead, to go into the private sector. But in my psychology, everything I knew and heard was that people who went to government school get government jobs. People in the private sector got those jobs who went to private school. Even so, I had to understand, where did that thinking come from? Who told me that, and why did I believe them? And so, success being a state of mind, I started to reprogram how I thought about myself and how my self-worth was not determined based on other people's expectation or other people's perception. And so, thinking and reprogramming yourself is critical if you're going to change. Nothing changes outwardly until you change it on the inside. I made the decision to go into banking. I sent out my resumes, and at the end of the day, if you have a negative mind, you will never achieve a positive response or positive outcome, because your mind sets the tempo for what your life becomes. So despite the fact that I did not have the paper qualification or the backstory to fit into banking, I put my resumes out there anyway. Because after you would have thought about it, you have to take action. And so I decided to send my resumes out, and before you knew it, my positive thinking landed me a job at CIBC. So you can break the mold and you can shatter the glass ceiling if you're willing to reprogram the way you think about yourself. How do you think? Are the thoughts that's permeating your mind your thoughts? You have to get rid of mental trash. That's what I had to do. We take the garbage out of our homes. We know how that can be smelly and it doesn't make us feel good. You have to do the same thing with your mind. When you take out your mental trash, you can now prepare space for success. It's difficult to get more in if you're clogged up with old stuff, right? We agree? Yeah. My final presentation to you, and my colleagues will come up, is to really know what you really, really, really want. And I put a couple of release in there because I find that we're not always very sure. Yes, we want it. No, we don't want it. We want this, we want that. But life needs you to be specific. So if you want something better, be specific about what that better is, because better in of itself is not anything, right? You want a better job, what kind of job? You want more money, how much money? Cultivate and nurture the process. It didn't happen overnight, right, to get to where I wanted to go. So the process, sometimes, I heard someone else mention it, you have failures, you have setbacks. And you still have to be consistent and take action. And more importantly, figure out how you're going to navigate those challenges. How are you going to get past the no's? Like Hubert said, when he first wanted to do his show, he got rejected. But he still went forward with it, and now his show has been on several years. So it's having the capacity to continue to push even when you're getting pushed back. Success, I will leave with you my phrase that success is not a journey, it's a journey, not a destination. We understand that? So for the rest of our lives, we want to continue to triumph. For me, it was defeating that perception that government school graduates couldn't work in the private sector. Once I conquered that hurdle, everything else was open for me, and I have excelled over and beyond expectation, and I wish the same for each of you. Thank you.